¿Quién es el hombre detrás de la política de mano dura en la frontera? Tom Homan, el exdirector de ICE, se ha convertido en la figura más polémica en la lucha contra la inmigración ilegal en Estados Unidos. Sus decisiones, su postura inquebrantable y las consecuencias de su visión estricta sobre la seguridad fronteriza. ¿Es un héroe defendiendo las fronteras o el villano de una política despiadada?
I had dinner with the president in Las Vegas about 3 weeks ago. I'll tell you what I told him. He comes back, I come back, we fix this.
President-elect Trump says Tom Homan, his former director of immigration enforcement, will serve as the White House border czar.
We have seen one estimate that says it would cost $88 billion to deport 1 million people a year.
I don't know if that's accurate or not.
Is that what American taxpayers should expect?
What price do you put on national security? Is that worth it?
Is there a way to carry out mass deportation without separating families?
Of course there is. Families can be deported together.
Why should a child who is an American citizen have to pack up and move to a country that they don't know?
Because their parent obviously entered the country illegally, had a child knowing he was in the country illegally, so he created that crisis. I got a message to the millions of illegal aliens that Joe Biden's releasing our country in violation of federal law. You better start packing now. To the criminal cartels in Mexico. You smuggle enough fentanyl across this country to kill 148,000 young Americans. You have killed more Americans than every terrorist organization in the world combined. And that's when President Trump gets back in office. He's going to designate you a terrorist organization, and he's going to wipe you off the face of the earth. You're done. You're done. I got a message to the millions of illegal aliens that's been released into the United States under this administration. Don't get too comfortable. Under Joe Biden, 148,000 Americans have died from fentanyl across the open border. There's a 600% increase in the sex trafficking of women and children. No inspected terrorists under the Trump administration, we had 11. They're already at 366. Border Patrol has arrested more terrorists coming across the border in 1 month than Trump had in 4 years. This is the biggest national security vulnerability this country's ever had. I'm looking forward to next year because Donald Trump will be the president. I'll be in the middle of running the biggest deportation operation this country's ever seen.
I've seen some of these Democratic governors say they're going to stand in the way. They're going to make it hard for us. Well, a suggestion: if you're not going to help us, get the hell out of the way, but we're going to do it. So if we can't get assistance from New York City, and we may have to double the number of agents we send to New York City because we're going to do the job.
Mr. Homan, your name is on this. Is this correct?
Yes, I signed that memo.
So you are the author of the family separation policy.
I am not the author of this memo.
You're not the author, but you signed the memo.
Yes, a zero tolerance memo.
So you provided the official recommendation to Secretary Nielsen on for the United States to pursue family separation.
I gave Secretary Nielsen numerous recommendations on how to secure the border and save lives.
But it says here that you gave her numerous options, but the recommendation was option 3, family separation.
What I'm saying, this is not the only paper where we've given the Secretary numerous options to secure the border and save lives.
And so the recommendation, of the many that you recommended family separation.
I recommended zero tolerance.
Which includes family separation.
The same as is with every U.S. citizen parent gets arrested when they're with a child.
Zero tolerance was interpreted as the policy that separated children from their
If I get arrested for DUI and I have a young child in the car, I'm going to be separated. When I was a police officer in New York and I arrested a father for domestic violence, I separated that father from his family.
Mr. Homan, with all due respect, legal asylees are not charged with any crime.
When you're into the country illegally, it's violation 8 United States Code 1325.
Seeking asylum is legal.
If you want to seek asylum, you go through the port of entry, do it the legal way.